In this video we are going to talk about dividend kings to buy. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. What is the most exclusive collection of dividend-paying stocks available to investors? It's possible that this isn't the first thing that comes to mind. Dividend aristocrats are well known to a large number of investors. Listed below are S&Amp wink with tongue sticking out 500 companies that have increased their dividends for at least 25 consecutive years and are members of the Dividend Growth Club. It should be noted that there is an even more elite group of dividend stocks that do not receive nearly the same amount of media attention. Dividend kings are members of the S&Amp wink with tongue sticking out 500 who have increased their dividends for at least 50 consecutive years and have done so in a variety of industries. Here's all you need to know about the current dividend kings, as well as how they can fit into your overall investment strategy. Farmers & Amp, Merchants Bancorp. FMCB is a California-based bank holding company that conducts business through Farmers & Amp, Merchants Bank of Central California, which deals in deposit instruments such as checking, savings, money market, time certificates of deposit, and individual retirement accounts. FMCB is traded on the Nasdaq under the symbol FMCB. Farmers & Amp, Merchants Bancorp, OTC, FMCB, announced a year-end cash dividend of $7.80 per share on November 15, representing a 4% increase over the previous year's dividend. The dividend was paid on January 3, 2022, to shareholders who had their shares in the company on December 9, 2021, and were in good standing at the time of payment. Farmers & Amp, Merchants Bancorp, OTC, FMCB, reported GAAP earnings per share of $84.01 for the fiscal year 2021 in a press release issued on February 1. Revenue for the period totaled $182 million, representing a 10.3% increase year-on-year. In the fourth quarter of 2021, 6 hedge funds were positive on Farmers & Amp, Merchants Bancorp, OTC, FMCB, an increase from 3 funds in the previous quarter, according to Insider Monkey data. The total value of the stakes held by top funds in the fourth quarter was $12.4 million. Farmers & Amp, Merchants Bancorp, OTC, FMCB, was the company in which Phil Stone's Fourth Stone LLC held the largest interest, with 181,062 shares worth around $6 million. The dividend king Farmers & Amp, Merchants Bancorp, OTC, FMCB, joins the likes of Target Corporation, NYSE, TGT, Leggett and Amp, Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Leg and Stanley Black and Amp, Decker Incorporated, NYSE, SWK, as significant dividend payers to consider for purchase in 2022. Northwest Natural Holding Company, NYSE, NWN. Southwest Washington and Oregon are served by Northwest Natural Gas Company, which is owned by Northwest Natural Holding Company, NYSE, NWN. Northwest Natural Gas Company provides regulated natural gas to residential, commercial, industrial, and transportation customers in Oregon and Southwest Washington. Northwest Natural Holding Company, NYSE, NWN, was upgraded by Guggenheim analyst Shahriar Pourreza on January 20 from sell to neutral with a price objective of $49, according to the Wall Street Journal. Northwest Natural Holding Company, NYSE, NWN, issued a quarterly dividend of $0.4825 per share on January 13, representing a 0.5% increase over the company's previous payout of $0.480. The dividend was paid on February 15 to shareholders who had their accounts in good standing on January 31. Northwest Natural Holding Company, NYSE, NWN, currently has a dividend yield of 4.11% as of February 24, and the company has increased its dividends on a consistent basis for 66 years, according to the most recent available data. The firm reported GAAP earnings per share of $1.31, which was 4 cents higher than the average forecast. Northwest Natural Holding Company, NYSE, NWN, reported revenue of $294.09 million, an increase of 13% year-on-year, and an outperformance of $23.97 million over expectations by the market. The business issued profits guidance for 2022 in the range of $2.45 to $2.65 per share, compared to the consensus estimate of $2.58 per share, and raised its long-term earnings per share growth rate objective from 4% to 6% for the year. Northwest Natural Holding Company, NYSE, NWN, was the target of 7 hedge funds in the fourth quarter of 2021, with a collective investment worth $7.8 million. Northwest Natural Holding Company, NYSE, NWN, was the most valuable stock in the portfolio of billionaire Ken Griffin's Citadel Investment Group, which owned 54,582 shares worth $2.6 million. Universal Corporation, NYSE, UVV. United States-based Universal Corporation, NYSE, UVV, is a provider of leaf tobacco and plant-based ingredients to manufacturers of tobacco products for consumers around the world. Universal Corporation, NYSE, UVV, has a long and illustrious dividend history, having increased its payments for a total of 51 straight years. Following the same pattern as the previous quarter, Universal Corporation, NYSE, UVV, declared a quarterly dividend of 78 cents per share on February 2nd. The dividend will be paid on May 2nd to owners who have registered their shares by April 11th. Universal Corporation, NYSE, UVV, has a dividend yield of 5.94% as of February 24th, according to the most recent available data. On February 2nd, Universal Corporation, NYSE, UVV, released its financial results for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2021, reporting a non-GAAP earnings per share of $1.80. The total revenue generated by the company during this time period was $652.6 million. The Universal Corporation, NYSE, UVV, was owned by 7 hedge funds in the fourth quarter of 2021, according to the Insider Monkey database, for a total of $79.3 million. This is a decrease from the previous quarter, when 8 hedge funds owned stakes in Universal Corporation, NYSE, UVV, valued at $75.6 million. Zena Investment Management was the company's largest stakeholder, holding 883,485 shares worth $48.5 million in the company's stock. The Black Hills Corporation, NYSE, BKH. Black Hills Corporation, NYSE, BKH, is a utility business with its headquarters in Rapid City, South Dakota. The company provides electric and natural gas services. In addition, Black Hills Corporation, NYSE, BKH, creates and maintains gas infrastructure facilities for clients who use natural gas transportation. Black Hills Corporation, NYSE, BKH, issued a quarterly dividend of $0.595 per share on January 26, which is the same as the previous year. The dividend will be paid on March 1 to shareholders who had their shares in the company on February 14 at the close of business. According to Black Hills Corporation's NYSE, BKH, fourth quarter results report, which was released on February 9, the company earned $1.11 per share, missing analyst projections by 19 cents. Revenue climbed 15.65% year-on-year to $562.50 million, beating expectations by $59 million. Revenue increased 15.65% year-on-year to $562.50 million. On February 7, Mizuho analyst Paul Fremont raised Black Hills Corporation, NYSE, BKH, from neutral to buy, maintaining his price target of $71 for the stock. When it comes to transitioning the company's business mix away from gas while avoiding equity issuance, the current valuation provides a free alternative, according to an analyst who wrote a research note about the company's upgrade and used valuation for the upgrade as an example. Adage Capital Management was the largest shareholder in Black Hills Corporation, NYSE, BKH, in the fourth quarter of 2021, with 205,000 shares valued at $14.4 million in total. An overall total of 19 hedge funds had a bullish outlook on the stock during the fourth quarter. Target Corporation, NYSE, TGT, Leggett and Amp, Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Legg and Stanley Black and Amp, Decker Incorporated, NYSE, SWK, are all examples of cheap dividend kings on the radar of institutional investors, NYSE, SWK. Leggett & Platt Incorporated, NYSE, Leg. Its products are sold to big box stores, e-commerce retailers, bedding brands and mattress retailers, as well as home improvement centers. Leggett & Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Leg, is a leading American maker of bedding and furniture, as well as flooring and textile products. In a research note issued on February 9, Raymond James analyst Bobby Griffin dropped the price target on Leggett & Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Leg, to $50 from $55, while maintaining an outperform rating on the stock. Leggett & Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Leg, released its fourth quarter results report on February 7. The company reported earnings per share of 77 cents, which was 4 cents higher than the consensus estimate. The company's revenue for the quarter totaled $1.33 billion, an increase of 12.77% year-on-year, and a $47.39 million beat on the market consensus. Leggett & Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Leg, declared a quarterly dividend of 42 cents per share. This represents a 5% increase over the previous payout of 40 cents per share. The dividend is due on April 15 to shareholders who had their shares on hand on March 15 when the dividend was declared. Leggett & Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Leg, has been paying increasing dividends for more than 50 years in a row. Leggett & Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Leg, was the target of 21 hedge funds tracking the stock in the fourth quarter of 2021, an increase from 16 funds in the previous quarter. Millennium Management, owned by Israel Englander, is the largest stakeholder in Leggett & Platt, Incorporated, NYSE, Leg, owning 1.16 million shares worth $47.8 million in the company. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.